There's my first unboxing video. I got my gears back for my mini excavator. Hear that? That's the sound of money. You wanna know what the sound of money is? That's it. Ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. See that top there? And I'm talking about that right there. That's where that's part of a bearing left. And you want to look around there? I'll shine you over here. See that? No teeth. Couple teeth missing there. So that's why this thing's not turning. Because the pump turns here. Turns this gear, which in turn turns that one, which turns the table. So basically that gear is shot. Slowly working it out of there. See? There you go. There's what it looks like. That bearing's missing. You gotta see this. That one's missing the balls in it too. I don't know where they went, but they're not there. So we're just gonna replace all the bearings in this thing, just to be on the safe side. I mean, this thing's just on shot. Now, I don't know what that is, but it's not there anymore. There's a spacer in here, and we may have to cut this old bearing off because we don't have the ability to pop it off. I don't think. We'll see. If I get lucky, I can still get that gear. If not, I might have to have someone actually make it or try to find it. But I'm hoping that they still have it. So we'll see if I get lucky. I don't know. But that is what the problem is. Now I got to try to remove the rest of that housing in there. I got to remove that gear. I got to pull that off, then get that out of there, because it's all jacked up. Oh, I got my gears back for my mini excavator. I like their packing job they did. Just remember, I had the two gears I had to get made by the ACME Gear Company. And these are the old ones. I'm going to show you the old and then show you the new. Wow. I don't want to show you that yet. It's pretty. Okay, we're going to show you the old one. If you remember, here's the old one. See how the teeth are all wallered up? The main gear was okay, but what was bad was these right here. See all that? Now let's get the old one, the new one. Voila! Look at that. I'm going to hold the old one up to the new one so you can see it. Look at that. I mean, that's amazing. You can even see See how the teeth are? I've got one more. This one I thought would be harder for him to do, but wasn't. Pull it out here. I just sent, these people are fast. They called me the other day. I sent a payment. I think they got it Monday. Here it is Wednesday. And I already got my parts. I mean, that's huge. So, unwrap this the rest of the way. Oh, here's the new one. Nope, that's the old one. See, there's the old one if you remember in the video. See all the teeth missing? Look at that. That thing just got tore up. Now let's open the new one. Oh, wow. I know I'm getting excited about metal. This is weird. Look at that. I mean, look at that different. I mean, that is awesome. And you can't even tell they made this. I mean, they took this and came up with this. I mean, look at that. It's amazing when you see stuff that's made by hand. I mean, just like this brand new gear right here. I mean, look at that. That is just amazing. This machine is going to run so much better. I bet it runs better than it did when... I bet there was some play in it a little bit, but... I mean, it's going to be fun to run this machine now that these gears are replaced. And I mean, these two mesh into each other like this. That is awesome. I know it's weird to get excited, but you got to realize somebody took the time to take a big piece of metal, cut this all out of it on a lathe. But that's amazing. I did just an awesome job. And the prices are super cheap. I think each gear was like 600 bucks. Might sound like a lot, but this other one here, it's obsolete. You're not going to buy it anywhere. You know? You're not going to go to your local Napa and find this. Or your hardware store. I mean, if you didn't have places like this to make this, I mean, you're screwed. The machine would be garbage. So, I'm going to put it all back in the box here. I'm going to wrap them up too because I want to keep them nice. The funny thing about this was it was the ACME Gear Company. I mean, when you think of that, I think of like cartoons where they have the ACME Explosion Company, ACME Anvil Company, like the Coyote and the Roadrunner. But, I mean, they did an amazing job. So, if you ever need gears made, I'm going to put a link down below in the description. The ACME Gear Company is in Michigan. And, I mean, super friendly people to deal with, super easy to deal with. So, like I said, if I didn't have these gears, that machine would be junk. I'd be selling parts off it trying to make a few bucks. There's no other way else to get it running, really. To put a newer motor in it like they use nowadays, I would have had to re-engineer a bunch of it just to get it to work. And even then, it probably wouldn't have worked right. So I'm excited. I'm just waiting on the bearings now that I ordered from Grainger out of all places, which are also obsolete, supposedly. And that's what you got to realize. When they quit making parts for a machine, a lot of parts they make are off the shelf. They don't make special parts for these machines. Somewhere somebody makes this, and either like these gears, they put in an assembly and they put it in. So it's kind of part of the detective work when you own older equipment. You have to figure out who made the gear, who made the seal. Well, there's only a few companies in the world that do these things. So like at Grainger, they can source that seal. Well, the seal was only like $8. I don't think that's too bad. You know, they sourced the bearings. The bearings, I think altogether I had probably $300, $400 in the bearings, because 2 are roller bearings, and roller bearings are more expensive because they can take the side load of that main pinion shaft. I'll show you. I'll probably show a picture of it. And that main pinion shaft turns that slewing ring, has a big cog that turns that slewing ring, that turns the excavator. That has a lot of force, a lot of torque being put on the side load of that pinion. That's why it's so big. So I couldn't put a regular bearing in there because the regular bearing, it would chew up the balls in it. So you have to get a roller bearing, which has got more surface area for those rollers to roll around and rotate, as opposed to just a regular bearing where it's a little, they're metal balls in there and they just rotate a little, they touch on the surface of them just a little bit, and that wouldn't have been enough. So there's my first unboxing video in a YouTube video for you. So if you like the videos, you like the content, and this is what you want to watch, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you get notified when videos pop up and you're not just wandering around aimlessly.